Hello there, guys and gals. It's Pearl Jr. here. I hope everybody is doing wonderful. Happy Veterans Day. My father was a vet. He was in the Navy. He was stationed in Alaska. And his job was, if any Russians crossed the border, he had permission to shoot them. So that was during the Korean War. But so my father is a wonderful 87, soon to be 88-year-old man. So happy Veterans Day to my father, and to all the people out there who have served this country. Thank you so very, very much for your service. All right, so let's get down to more PeterBobby stuff. Okay, so a lot of you guys have been naysayers, because you get mixed messages, because his whole thing is misdirect and to confuse, because he's supposed to be dead, right? So how do you figure out that PeterBobby is really Michael Jackson? Well, I've spent over 1,300 hours talking to him. Okay, so that's why we got so many clues, is because I was prying and prying and prying, because I wanted to know, is he really Michael Jackson? Am I really friends with Michael Jackson? You know, and sometimes I'd be like, no, and then I'd be like, yeah, and then I'd be like, no, and then I'd be like, yeah, and then every time I left the house, it seemed like Prince was following me behind the freeway. He told me I was going to see LaToya. I seen LaToya. I saw Jermaine at the mall. I went to an event and Jermaine was part of it. Just, you guys watch Alive. I can't tell you all. I can't remember it all. The Rare Pearl, and then the day he called me, and the new Jackson 5 unreleased album that came out, and just so much. So you guys, please, especially if you want to know just about PeterBobby, it's Alive 3 and Alive 4. Plus, I got a lot more stuff that if I ever get the opportunity to do Alive 5. Oh yeah, I'm going to be releasing 2 True Talk shows, and these True Talk shows occurred at the 2005 trial, right on the grounds, because I was credentialed media at the Michael Jackson's 2005 trial. I know there's a lot of things going on with Martin Bashir, who lied and falsified some documents to get the Princess Diana interview. And because Martin Bashir interviewed Princess Diana, Michael thought he would be safe to let Martin Bashir interview him. And that turned out to be a disaster that led to the false allegations in the 2005 trial. But Michael was completely vindicated. Okay, so those are kind of, it's, and I cover that. I cover Martin Bashir, not the Prince. Princess Diana, I say that in the Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop, which is all my documentaries, because I did do a full documentary called Michael Jackson, the Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. All the links are on my official website, is michaeljacksoninsider.com. Do you guys know that it's 777? All the Michael 7 letters, Jackson 7 letters, Insider 7 letters. Okay, Cecil came up with the Michael Jackson Insider. I was like, oh, Cecil, that's a good name. And we've had it ever since 2005. All right, so anyway, guys, so let's get to more PeterBobby stuff, okay? Watch Alive 3 and watch Alive 4 for stuff. All right, so I always look for proof, evidence, facts, and clues to get to the truth, right? I don't take people's word for it. I don't, listen to media reports unless I can do something to substantiate it. If I can find something that connects to it, if I can find something that proves it to be true, or I could get a testimony from someone within the Jackson family or within the Jackson family close advisors and associates, okay? So, anyway, so PeterBobby, let's get back to him. All right. So the 8th accounting was released on the 30th, October 30th. Okay, and I love the accountings when they come out, because these are official documents about money that has to be submitted to the court, the probate court, right? So if you're going to get to the truth of things, that's a good place. And also, I use under oath testimony. I attend trials. You guys know I go through it, and I'm probably, and I'm gonna support myself. I am probably the most accurate, most honest Michael Jackson reporter ever. Okay, because I care about the truth and I care about the fans, and the truth isn't that bad. The truth isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? I haven't found any truth that makes Michael a bad person. You know, all my truths support Michael Jackson and support him in a way. Even if he's not telling the truth, I explain why he's not telling the truth and why he had to cover up and why he had to do certain things, because he had an image to uphold. Okay, is he perfect? Not exactly, but pretty good. He's pretty good for the situation and the life that he's led under the circumstances. He's pretty good. He's a good person. All right. So anyway, here we go. The 8th accounting. I'll just show you guys this. It's 80 pages long. Okay. This is the 8th accounting. So I'm just going to kind of just scroll, just let you guys see the 8 accounting. And you know what? I never pay attention to how much money he has. I don't know. That's just not important to me. Not my money. It's not my money, you know. So that's not the amount of money he has and stuff like that is not important to me at all. As an investigative journalist, it's about getting down to the truth and telling the fans the truth that Michael Joe Jackson faked his death due to haters always tripping. Haters are always trying to bring him down, okay? Always trying to ruin his image. So black people, especially black people, but everybody, but especially black people, don't have a hero. Okay, don't have someone that inspires them, don't have someone they can look up to, you know, don't have someone that they can say, yeah, he looks like me, so I can be like him. Okay, I could say more things about that, but I try not to, because certain things can be misconstrued in certain ways. But anyway, it's 80 pages. See, 80 pages long. Okay, now I have gone through it, but not with a fine-tooth comb. I've kind of scanned it, and then I scanned it a little bit slower. Okay, so I found some interesting stuff. All right, we're gonna start here. Okay, we're gonna start right here. Okay, now we know about Bobby Anderson, right? Because Bobby Anderson, I'm the one that revealed Bobby Anderson in the first picture of Bobby Anderson myself. Okay, in Alive 3. Okay. So he supposedly lives in South Carolina, right? That's where he's supposed to be from. So they moved recently. Okay. Now this is from an official real estate website. All right. So this was their house, and don't worry, he's not there anymore. Okay. So I'm not, it's 4 years old. Okay. It's over 4 years old. Okay. So I'm not exposing his whereabouts because the house is sold. Okay. It was sold in 2016, right? All right. So, and we knew that. Okay. We knew that. Now the house is not that old in the first place. Okay. So we know that the estate, by watching Alive 4, the estate has been paying taxes in South Carolina since at least 2009. At least 2009. We have proof of that because it's in the accounting, and subsequent years after that, right? So here is 2016, South Carolina, and paid some taxes in South Carolina. Okay, so they owned the house in South Carolina. Since you owned it for more than 6 months, or you owned it period at any time in 2016, you owe taxes. Okay, so here are taxes. So I was waiting anxiously for the next the 8th accounting, right? Because the 8th accounting, I wanted to see if South Carolina was still in the estate. I wanted to see. We got North Carolina, we got California, we got New York, we have, let's see, where else? We have Illinois, North Carolina, Indiana, and we, of course, in California. Where did South Carolina go for 2017? Because these taxes are for the year 2017. See? For 2017. So I'm just saying this matches, right? Because he wouldn't be paying taxes in 2017 because he didn't own that house in 2017. I'm just saying. I was waiting for that 2016. We know when you watch Alive, you watch the Alive 4, you will see that taxes were paid since 2009. I don't know what it was before that because there was no accounting, no public accounting. So this is just more that goes into, yes, Peter, Michael, Bobby are connected. Yes, Peter, Michael, Bobby, I believe the Bobby Anderson who releases his own footage of himself, who has led people to look that way because he misses directs, to look at this Bobby Anderson and not think that he's Michael Jackson. But that's easy. Michael has used decoys, impersonators, doubles his whole life. So of course when he was going to fake his death, he had to have a front. And I remember one little conversation that I had, and today's 11/11, by the way. Remember 11/11/11? Best of joy, I am forever in Michael's own handwriting. Watch the Alive trilogy, watch the Alive docu-series. There's so much in there that you guys just cannot imagine. Okay, so with the, I forgot what I was saying, the accounting, right? The accounting showed it in like almost every year, 2000 and through 2009, 10, 11, 12, whatever, was paying taxes in South Carolina. Okay, so anyway, guys, I will see you guys next time. And Peter, Michael, Bobby is really Michael Jackson using Bobby Anderson as a decoy, because why did he let us know where he's at? Outside of the building, outside of the hotel, outside of the conference room, so that we can find him and we can find those pictures. It's misdirection. Okay? Now, you guys say, Pearl, why are you telling? Because I told him. I told Peter, Michael, Bobby on the phone, I said, look, I'm doing a live 3. I'm doing a live 3. And I'm going to make you Michael Jackson. Okay? Are you all right with that? He didn't say nothing. Then he sent me a gift, which was my logo for Elbow Grease Productions. Then he wanted to make sure, was calling me all hours of the night, is it up yet? Is Alive 3 up yet? Because it was up on our special day of January 15th, which is our anniversary. And the anniversary for when A Rare Pearl cartoon first came out. And then the subsequent album came out later that year. And he first called me on the anniversary of A Rare Pearl Jackson 5 cartoon that first came out. So there's a lot more info that goes with Peter, Michael, Bobby, but this just adds more and adds more and adds more. All right, love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.